Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Lord Nelson, that is, and you're on good company with Bowling, baby. Yeah.
Hey guys, my name's Scott Bowling, and today I'm with the Lord Nelson. Dude, thank you for being here, man.
Thank you, man.
I wore this fancy blazer just for you.
I like it, man.
You wore this vest for me.
Yeah. Is it Ralph Lauren?
Man, it's something.
Is it purple label?
Sure. Yeah, it's Ralph Lauren. Yeah.
They might not know what we're talking about. But it's all love.
I love this though, man. Where'd
man.
you get this vest at?
Well, I had a friend. I'll tell you. I had a guy named Joel Wayne Scott. He took a picture of me on an old flip phone, and he used whatever was in there. He made this image, and then it was just like I said, "Hey, man, that's my logo now. That's what I'm going to do." So I sent it off to my guy in Vengeance, father in Napa Valley. He sent me the picture back, and once I got the picture back and the pixels were right, I said I'm going to put it on the vest.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I got this vest and I put it on there. I love motorcycles. I don't ride motorcycles, but I love them.
Yes.
I watch motorcycle shows all the time.
But you don't ride them?
Nah, I wish I could, man. You know, my wife.
See, mine's the same way.
My wife won't let me do that.
Right. Yeah. Mine's the same way too. You know, she's like, no, you ain't gonna
It's
ride
all
no
love,
bike.
though.
Speaking of that logo, look at this logo right here.
Yeah, man.
How long you had this logo now? You said flip phone.
Years,
How old is that?
Years, man. I've had it years.
Like MySpace days?
Yeah, MySpace days.
Yeah.
MySpace days. Yeah. Wow.
This is you got this podcast going on, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
use the logo for your podcast.
I do.
What made you decide to do a podcast? Everybody does.
Somebody
one, right?
asked me to do a podcast a long time ago, but all I wanted to do was be an artist. I just wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to do music. I was like, but he was just like, you love to talk, man. This is the new thing right here. This is new. And I was like, nah, man, I'm not ready for that. So he actually went, his name is Rodney Love. He went and bought me all these books, podcasting books. I might have, skimmed through them maybe, but I was just like, nah. And then the pandemic, of course, the pandemic, of course. I just talked to my son and I was like, hey, so this is Live and Loud with the Lord, but we have the Going In podcast.
Yes.
So I was like, hey, would you like to do a podcast with me?
Okay.
And he was just like, of course I would. So it's a father and son thing. So I was like,
That's awesome.
yeah. So we've had a good time, and then I wanted to reach out and just do more with music.
Yeah.
And do music of all kinds. So I always say that I'm not a genre snob. And I came up with a thing, my definition, I call it genre snobbing. It's
What's this, man? Genre snobbing.
Genre snobbing.
Let's go, man. What's up?
It's the closed-minded inability to appreciate other genres of music. That's my thing.
Yeah.
People can use that, but it's mine. I made
like
that.
I love all genres of music.
Yeah, I love
too.
all genres of music. That's who I am.
Did you grow up with music in the house?
Yes.
What'd your mom and dad listen to?
Everything.
Really?
Motown, R&B,
I love Motown.
rock and
That's
roll, everything.
When you were a kid, what were you into?
Everything.
Everything.
I'm a military kid, so we listen to everything. So I have friends from all kinds of walks of life.
Yeah.
So I've listened to country music, rock music, everything.
What's your favorite country artist?
Oh, man. See, I can go baback and go Ronnie Millsap. I like Alabama.
Nice.
I know that's old stuff, but I just love music, man. I even like when Lionel Richie, did his little thing, Stuck on You and all them kind of things.
See,
that are
me and you are me and you are friends, man. I love this, man. I bet you could create an awesome playlist, dude.
Hey, I have one. Now listen.
Is it private? Or?
No. Listen, my children are like, they'll tell you, there's certain things that they're like, you made us hate this, because I played everything. So I might go from a classical song to playing a reggae song to playing some heavy metal, and they're just like, you're driving us crazy.
So you wouldn't be a good DJ, like if you were playing at a wedding or something? I
would know, because my brother's a DJ. I would play.
Cool, yeah.
I would play what people would like.
Yeah, okay, so you can tell. Yeah.
But I like what I like, though.
Right.
If it's hot, it's hot. That's all that matters.
I love that you brought your family here. You got amazing family already.
Listen,
I just met them, and they're so kind.
Hey, we're missing one, but I'm going to tell you.
What is she doing? You told me earlier.
She's a cardiovascular perfusionist. She
Nice.
does very well. They've all graduated from college. One's working on her doctorate right now. The other one played basketball overseas. Man,
Dude, you guys are killing it.
we just love, man. Family means everything to us. So
Your
it's
wife
fine.
is so complimentary. She said you're the man. Basically, I'm.
Did she say that?
She didn't say man. She
No,
said,
she didn't say that when I was around, though, did she? Nah, she's the best, man. I love her, man. She's actually hard on me, but she's a great mother. She's a great wife. And I appreciate her. I really do.
How did you guys meet? Just like
she was sweating me hard, man.
Was
you know,
she?
when I was a little slim dude working where, at Blue Cross and Blue Shield, if I can say that anyway.
Oh yeah.
So I walked in with my sweater on, looking like some preppy dude. I had a sweater on and thing up under there, my khakis on and my topsiders, and I'm walking in. And she said, "Hey, is that food for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, if you want it." And then now she has a different story, but I'm going to tell the true story. So she called me and asked me to walk her to. She called me and asked me to walk her to her car because she worked at the front desk there. So I said, "Of course." And from there, we just been together for a long time.
That's awesome.
We've been together for a very long time, married for a very long time.
Today you were drinking Liquid Death.
Liquid Death, ladies and gentlemen.
How you feeling? Because you asked me, it's funny, when you first got here, you said, "What? I don't drink no more," or "I don't drink." I said, "No, this is water." You said, "You sure this is water? What % water is this?" I had to get back up over here.
I mean, it does say Liquid Death, man.
You went from normal, now you're drinking mango.
Man, I'm drinking mango, man. Let's get the fruit in there. Yeah, listen, Liquid Death. Where are we? What camera? Boom, whatever. Liquid Death.
Okay, I got to talk to you about...
I'll at your boy.
Yes, yeah, you need that. You need that sponsor, man.
Yes, indeed.
So, obviously you were in Stuck Mojo. We're going to talk about that.
Right.
But Bones. You said Bones way back in the day, right?
Bones and I went to middle school together. We also went to high school together. We graduated together.
You did?
That's my guy.
So you guys hung out, you were friends in high school?
We hung out, man. Hey, listen, I was more on the hip-hop side of things, during that time in the 80s. He was in the band, played the trumpet. Super talented.
I did not know that.
Yeah, super
Bones
talented.
played the trumpet.
Oh man,
they already left that out.
He's that guy, man. He's in the band. I used to laugh at him.
You just killing the trumpet, man. He do a little trumpet solo.
Hey, listen, he's talented. I mean, he's that talented.
I didn't know he did that.
So he played the trumpet in the band, and I was more of the clowning people. I would joke people a little bit more. And that's what he remembers me from, really. Joking people.
And you went to high school with him too?
We went to high school, Richland Northeast Cavaliers, Columbia, South Carolina. Yes, indeed.
Nice.
High school,
yes, sir.
Great school. We had a ball.
Did he tell you, "I'm joining this band with this guy named Rich"? And
no. So quick story. I'll tell you the story. So I went to a Fishbone, De La Soul, and Goody Mob concert.
Fishbone toured with De La Soul?
De La Soul and Goody Mob. From Atlanta.
What a lineup.
What a lineup. And I was like, I've got to go to this show. So I went to the show, and so another guy that graduated with us, Reggie Mickle, he was there. And he was like, "Hey, what's going on?" I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was like, I got a little group here, a little stuff. Not Stuck Mojo, a little rap group that I'm doing a little stuff like that. And then he said, "Man, Theron's in this band called Stuck Mojo." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, you need to come to the show." I said, "When is it?" He said, "It's about 2 or 3 weeks from now." I said, "I'm there."
Is this in Atlanta?
No. We were in Columbia.
Columbia, sorry, yes.
In Columbia. And so I said, "I'm there." And so I went and found out, and the place is called Rockefellers. And I was like, okay. So here I am. I'm coming down. I park, and I'm coming down to the venue. And all of a sudden I look, and I've got on my khakis and my Tommy Hilfiger. I'm Tommy Hilfiger. Socks, shoes, everything. That's me.
That was the style back then.
That was it. So I'm walking down, and all of a sudden, he looks up, and he screams my name so loudly, "Ah!" like this. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I'm looking at him like, who is this guy? Because I hadn't seen him since high school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he went to the Air Force and
did all that. You
didn't
recognize him, yeah.
Nah, he had his dreads all like, in devil horns. And I was just like, man, who is this? Mm-hmm. So we just hugged it out, man. And we just laughed. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm doing this, doing that. And he's just like, "I thought you were going to be a comedian somewhere doing this." I was like, "Nah, bro."
Dude, you should have been a comedian.
No. I was like, no. Nothing I want to do like that. I said, "I'm doing a little music, writing some stuff." And so he was just like, "Man, I got to introduce you to the band. I got to bring you in." So we went in there. And once we got in there, we talked. And I hadn't met Rich or Frank or Corey yet. So we're just talking. And he said, "Okay, I'm about to get ready for the show." And so Rockefellers is like a real slim venue. It's long, but it's not real wide. It's just long. And so he said, "Okay." So I walk up to the front because I'm waiting for them to come out. All of a sudden, it's just me by myself at the front of the stage. And then I look back, and the rest of the crowd is back there. And I'm like, man, what is going on?
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. I was like, why are they back there? So all of a sudden, they came on stage, right? And, the lights and the music, and then all of a sudden, they hit that first riff, and these individuals go bananas.
Uh-oh.
I'm in the mosh pit. They are knocking me everywhere. I'm just like, man, what is going on? This was crazy to me. I was like, man, and all I did was just smile. And Stuck Mojo put on such a great show. I mean, the show was magnificent. Afterwards, I met everybody. And, and I just told them, I said, if you guys need anything writing or whatever like that, just let me know.
Oh, so you were doing some writing?
Yeah. I've always written, yeah. So I was just like, let me know. And that was it.
Did you have any groups, like you were like any bands or?
I had a couple of little rap group called First Platoon, rap group called Prep, Positively Rocking Every Party. But I was preppy though, so I would wear my polo stuff. That's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did.
Did you ever release it? I mean, because it's on YouTube.
No. This is so I'm old, so that's a while back. That was a while back.
So when you first saw Stuck Mojo, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was right when Pig Walk. Right about when Pig Walk came out.
96,
yeah. Right around when Pig Walk came out.
Did you remain friends with those guys? You said you talked to them.
Of course. Yeah. So really it was Bones, and then what happened is that Bones called me one day. He said, hey, is your offer still good to write and do whatever? I want to get you on this album.
Track. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on I was like, of course. So I drove down to Atlanta. I recorded a couple of songs with him, and then boom, it was good. And then the next thing I know, I was like, when are these songs coming out, Bones? And he's just like, I don't know, man. Rich and I aren't, whatever. I'm about to lead the band. I was like, what are you talking about? And he's just like, oh, man, and so I was just like, once again, I got nothing but love for him. So I was like, well, that's your business, whatever it is. So he said, call Rich. So he gave me Rich's number. And
wait, Bones said for you to call Rich?
Yeah, he said, call Rich and ask him about the songs.
Yeah.
Ask him about the songs. So I said, okay. So I said, not a problem. And so I called Rich. Rich called me back. And so Rich asked me, he said, hey, is the offer still open about you writing and doing some stuff?
That's almost your audition.
Yeah. I was like, of course. I said, it's all love. So wrote some stuff. And see, now I'm talking. Now I'm going in. I'm sorry for
No, I like this. Keep going, man. That's what I want to hear.
So he asked me. I said, of course. So he came up. We recorded some stuff. I wrote. It was just easy for me. Rich and I just had such a good chemistry with each other. It was effortless. There was nothing to it. So just started writing. And so they were interviewing other people for that position. But I was writing songs. So, one day Rich came up and they asked me, they were like, hey, because this is after, we had done Open Season and all this stuff. I mean, he brought up Open Season, did that. By the time he got back to Atlanta, I was done. Because he came to me. I was done. And I was like, hey, I got it.
Does that come easy to you, writing?
Yeah.
Really?
Writing's easy, especially if it's a good story. I mean, I might pull something from here. There's no telling.
When do you write? Do you write at night or in the
middle
of the day?
Whenever it hits me. I've got so much stuff in my phone, melodies, whatever.
You type in your phone?
I'll just go to my notes, either type it, or I like to have melodies. I'm big on melodies.
Good.
So
that's perfect, because Rich probably sends you something.
Yeah. Once I have the melody in my head, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone. I love writing, man.
And so this is that first album that you did with him.
Yeah, man.
Southern Born Killers.
Southern Born Killers, man.
This was a great album, man. I love
this.
Thank
you, man. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm trying to remember, like, Bones did a song, I'm Back, all right? And that kind of changed, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm Back was, oh, man. Not I'm American. Goodness, man.
I know, man.
Fire. What?
I just brought it up and I don't know.
Man.
Yeah. We're going to have to go back to
I'm
that.
old now, man. It's just, yeah.
But that's one of the songs.
But I hadn't really heard a lot of those other ones. And when I talked to Rich was like, you and Bones are so different. He said, I just want to take what you are and really formulate it around who you are. He's like, you're more melodic. You're more this.
Yeah.
He's like, Bones is like a big dump truck like this. And he said, it seems different because I'm way bigger than Bones, but he said, your voice is like a Ferrari. He's like, you got to take care of that a little bit more. He said, but Bones could just get out here and wild out and just do his thing, in which nobody could ever replace Bones. He was just unbelievable what he did.
But you did a great job, man.
Thank you.
And hearing you rap, man, reminds me a little bit like Chuck D.
I love voice. I'm Public Enemy crazy. I love Chuck D, man.
That sounds so good, man. How long did it take you guys to record? Where did you guys record this? In Columbia or?
He came up and recorded a lot at my house. He came and recorded, and probably we did the most up there at my house. He just came up with his gear, man, and we just went to work. It was easy though.
Yeah,
it was easy.
Who was playing in the band? Was Frank still playing drums? Or?
So Frank wasn't in the band when I first got there. So it was Rich, of course. It was Sean Delson, Mike Martin.
Yeah, Mike Martin. Yeah.
And our drummer was Rodney Bobo. Mm-hmm. So we were about to do a tour that was going to be like about 2 months. About 2 months long. And I took off work. I was
you're
like,
a family man. You got
yeah. No, but I had never really taken a vacation from my job. They were like, you need 2 months off? Good. Okay.
They did.
That's fine. But then that fell through. And so Rodney, I think Rodney had quit his job and everything. And so it was just like, oh man. So Rodney left the band. And then, so before we did the tour, we brought in LSU. Well, I call him LSU, Little Steve Underwood, what I call him. But Nails, Steve Underwood, Nails, that's my guy.
That is a name,
Steve
Underwood, Nails.
Nails. So brought Steve in, and then we did a little run here in the States, and then we did a run in here in the States with Rodney Bobo first, and then we went overseas with Nails.
So how does your job handle that? You say you take off a little bit, then tell them I'm going
overseas. No, it was just love. They were just
they must love you. Everybody does, right?
I mean,
they can't tell you no.
I'm always loved. You either love me or you love to hate me, but I'm loved. That's all that matters.
Man, no, that's a good answer.
That's the way I roll. That's the way I think.
Was that your first time going overseas?
That was other than Panama, that was my first time in Europe, and I just wanted to embrace everything and take everything. So I just watched a lot. I listened a lot to see what was going on because it was a totally different experience for me, and I just kind of looked, watched, listened. And then, I had some bands that we toured with, some of my brothers, Vengeance from Napa, California. They toured with us. It was Ectomorph,
okay,
Vengeance, Tenside.
You got a good memory, dude.
Yeah, Tenside, and then Vendetta. So, from England. So, man, listen, that tour was amazing. I hung out with the guys. I loaded and unloaded with them, and Rich was like, hey, man, easy. You can't do all that stuff, man. But I just had so much fun with the guys.
That's amazing.
We had a great time, yeah.
Oh, man. What was it like learning the old set, the old Mojo set? I mean, do you have any, what was the hardest song to cover or do what Bones did,
Okay, I'll make you laugh. I remember Rich said, man, you murdered that song and not in a good way.
Not in a
so
good way.
2 Minutes of Death, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like on the downbeat, it's just a little different of when you come in. And so we would do that song, but it wasn't like one of my favorites to do because it's just the way it was. I'm about flow and everything, and it was just a little different. Respectfully, what Rich asked me was, he said, go through the catalog, pick which songs that you might want to do, that you really love. And these are the songs that I would like to do. So he kind of left it up to me about certain songs. But Monster and Twisted and, of course, all the staples,
I love it.
Southern Pride and all those things like that. Man, I love doing every one of those songs, man. It was amazing.
Cake. That's one of my favorite songs, too.
See,
Cake,
we didn't do Cake. We didn't do
really?
Cake. We didn't do Cake, but Cake is a great song.
Okay.
Some songs, when I listened to them, I said to myself, that's all Bones. I said, I don't even want to mess with that song. I said, because that's Bones. I could only hear him on it. And in any song that I did, I wanted to make sure that I did it well, my way, But man, no, all the songs were good, man. Doing Monster and stuff like that, man. Me being this big, imposing guy, when I run out there, man, I'm looking at everybody like,
yeah, dude.
And they're just like, hey, man, and I'm looking at them, and then they'll turn their head. I'll look at them until they turn their head, and then they'll turn back and look again. I was like, I'm still looking at you, man. I'm gonna kill you, man.
Dude, did
this is fun,
the
man.
fans they must love you, man.
They embraced me.
Yeah.
There was a couple people that were like, hey, man, Lord, this, that, and I was like, okay. They was like, we love Bones. I was like, I love Bones too. And they were like, we don't hate you, man. That was a great show, man. We just love Bones, man. It's hard. I said, I understand. I said, I'm just filling in for him anyway. No worries. It's all good.
Your videos, because you look so intense in your videos, and the videos were like, I mean, there's guns going everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, but then it's cool, man.
Man, listen, that first video, open season, was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Did you film in a day, or how long did it take?
We filmed that probably all in one day, believe it or not. We brought Simon from England. He had shot some other stuff for Stuck Mojo. He came over and shot that, and we just had a ball.
It looks intense, man.
Yeah, Rich did a great job. He had a great idea. Yeah. What's wild is that they wanted to take real rounds and shoot them out of. They wanted me to just like some Rambo type stuff, just shooting like that, and then the cop, the one guy that came out there, he said, "You do know these bullets have to come down." He said, that's not gonna work, man. He said, somebody can get killed, man. He said, no, we can't do that. So it's all love.
Yeah, he told Rich that?
Yeah, he was just like, we can't do that, man. He's like, the bullets have to come down somewhere. You're gonna kill somebody. It was love though, man.
After that album, man, what did you guys do? Did you take a break?
No, after Southern Born Killers, we toured. Then we did some more touring. And then Rich was like, we're gonna start working on the next album, which is,
Yeah,
I don't know if you want me to roll into that or not.
No, we'll do it right here. Look at this, man.
Which we rolled into the Great Revival. Now, I will say, on Southern Born Killers, Rich really let me be me. I mean, I wrote.
Okay.
I mean, the majority of it is me. Of course, he wrote on there also, but the majority of it is me. He just let me go. But on the Great Revival, it was kind of like he had an idea of what he wanted to do. You know, we could have gone super heavy. I didn't care what we did.
It's definitely a different Stuck by Joe album. Yeah.
But it was something he had in his head that he wanted to do. And I'm just like, hey, man, you brought me into this, you know, what do you want to do? I didn't have a problem with it. I was just like, because anything that I do or anything that I write, I love it. I've got respect for what I do.
Right.
It's not arrogance or anything like that. It's just the confidence that I have in my writing and who I am. And so if I put something out, I believe in it. So when we did this right here, it was just so much, and once again, it came easy. It was easy. Rich and I working together is easy. I've worked with some great producers, great musicians who it's just been easy.
Was it easier writing with them on this one? Because you guys kind of...
Both of them, it was easy. Everything was easy. Southern Born Killers came together as quick as could be. And this one was just like, you know, we actually did some writing on this one while we were on tour in the States here.
Are you still working at this time too?
Yeah. I'm just doing my thing, man, and you know, just trying to do the best that I can, man. I was just enjoying every single moment of it.
You guys tour on this record?
We didn't really tour on this record.
Why not?
It was just, I don't know. After let me say this, we did a tour with Volbeat, which was the most amazing.
Yeah, they're awesome.
The tour with Volbeat showed really everybody that this is how things are supposed to run. Michael Polson and all the guys too, you know, from the guys that handle everything, the techs and everything, everybody was amazing. Everybody was good. Everybody was great. We had a great time. So after we came back off of that show, now mind you, every single show was sold out.
Really?
Every single show was sold out. And so Volbeat's the draw, mind you. But by that third song, we had them. We had them. They were just like, wow, these guys are something else. I mean, seriously, they were like, wow, it's unbelievable. And so at the end, we did a show in Osnabrück, and Jan, the drummer, came up to me. He said, hey, man, I just want you to know, you guys made us work so hard every night to come after you.
Oh,
and I mean, I was just like, man, we just thank you guys for being so professional and how you handled things. And, you know, we just appreciate you. It was great.
That's amazing,
man. It was a great time.
You were very underrated, you know?
Am I?
Yes.
Well,
how do you do it? Like, when you're on stage, how do you, like, is it natural? Or do you ever get nervous? Like, here we go.
Once again, I asked Corey the same question when he's on my show. I said, do you ever get butterflies or do you ever get nervous? Yeah. And the thing is that it's kind of like the excitement before you go on. But once that music plays and you take one step on there, everything's gone. All I'm thinking about is, don't you remember your lyrics, man. Just do this, that. Just handle your business. So I walk out there and I'm holding my arms out like this, man. I'm in full Lord Nelson mode.
Do you ever find somebody and like you see them singing and you look at them and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I know where we're at now.
No. Let me tell you, the worst one was being at the with Full Force Festival, and we were doing Metal Is Dead. I thought Rich messed up. Man, there's so many people out there, man. I missed the verse. I was just looking out there, and I'm looking at Rich like, you messed up. And he was just like, you messed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was all love, though. I mean, because he kept going. He tried to get me back on track, but I was just like, I don't know what you're doing, man. It's kind of hard, you playing so loud.
Did you talk about that on your podcast? And then you said you went to a bar afterwards and somebody was like, that was amazing, but you guys
no. That was at the Aalborg Festival in Denmark.
Okay.
So, yeah, Rich was just like, man, I mean, Rich would really get serious about, especially when you're playing the bigger shows. And we just went out there, man. I just did our thing. And I was laughing with Frank because Rich stopped it in the middle of the show. He just stopped everything.
Stopped the whole show.
Yeah, he just, we're playing. And all of a sudden he's like, he grabbed Frank's cymbals like this. He just, boom. He's like, pick it up. I was like, oh my God.
Whoa.
And me, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm just over here just looking like this, man, because, I'm just like.
I wonder what that tension was. Like, Frank, you holding somebody's cymbals. Like, you're holding your
Well, Frank was just like, he didn't know what he was talking about because Frank thought he was
he couldn't hear, yeah.
Frank thought he was going into another song. And Frank was just like, well, we're not a jam band like that. So he didn't know. So
yeah.
It was all love. But afterwards, we had a talk on the bus. And once again, I just listened. and smiled. And I didn't say anything. And then they was like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I just want to get back in here and get something to eat because I never like to eat before the show. So I was like, I just want to get something to eat, man. So we went back in there and there was about 7, 8, 9, 10 people on the other side and they kept looking and pointing at me. They just kept like this. And I'm just like, oh, man, you know, what's going on? I mean, I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
And so they walked around through the people where we were in the green room area. It's like a cafeteria, and they walked around and they said, Lord Nelson, your eyes. Oh my gosh, that show was so amazing. And I was just like,
I like
thank
they say
you.
your eyes.
Yeah. I was like, thank you very much. And that's, I just guess when we go out there, just let the chips fall where they may. You just do your best and always do your best. And Richard, you've always done your best. So I'm not, worried about it. You can't change it. So just go out there and do your best and make it better next time if you felt something was bad. But it was all love, man. I never had any issues at all, man. No problems at all. I just want to have a good time.
What happened then after this album? There's no more Stuck Mojo.
So after Fozzy. And so
yeah, Fozzy happened. Yeah.
Fozzy happened. So once again, Richard called me. We had talked about doing something in Africa. Talked about doing something with Guar.
Guar in Africa?
It wasn't in Africa, but it was just, going out on tour with them and then doing something with some other people in Australia or whatever. But those things never panned out. And so I just moved on, started doing some other things. But he had already moved to do the Fozzy stuff. And I understand it. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, it's like, of course I want to keep doing what we're doing. It seemed like we were on the prefaces of really, after that Volbeat tour, it was like, we're there.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, we're about to step to something else. But hey, for whatever reason, I don't know. We've never ever talked about it.
You didn't, so you just didn't hear back from him.
It's just what it is. It's what it was. So what I did is we toured with a band called Lies, French band, and so that's the album I did with them. Lord Nelson featuring Lies. So we did that album, which was an amazing album. They asked me to do a song with them, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Hey, can we do?" I was like, "Well, won't you guys do something with me?" And they were just like, "Yeah." So we made an album, and that's all cool. My time was there. I was boom. So I went and did it. I did a few shows in Paris and Spain.
Did you have Mojo fans come in?
Yeah. Still love. They're like, Lord Nelson, man.
Do you guys do any Mojo songs?
No.
No, this is separate.
We did all Lord Nelson featuring Lies.
Do you like what kind of clubs were you playing? Just
same kind of places. Yeah. Then we opened up for Skindred.
Oh, that's nice.
And with Benji and I just talked with Benji the other day, man, because I wanted him to do something with me on a song or whatever, but it didn't work out. But it's all even Michael Polson, I asked him to do some things. So I had a cover I wanted to do, but
dude, I want to hear that song you did with Bones, man. Right before you started, right? Didn't you and him record a song together? You're saying?
No, Bones and. No.
You guys never did a song together?
No, we have always talked about doing
okay,
a
I'm
song.
sorry. Okay,
we've always talked about because he had a thing called the Super Friends, and I've sent him a couple of verses to do some stuff, but I don't know what happened. The songs never came. I was just like,
oh, that would be so cool.
Because like I told him, there's anything that he needs, I got him. Anytime he come in town, I was like, man, I got you, man. Just whatever. Because actually. And I'll say, Bones, the way it went down, it was a little crazy. I needed to talk to him first about, hey, man, I'm thinking about taking this right here. But they released the song. They released the song where I'm trying to, goodness, man.
The song we're trying to think
about.
Yeah,
they released the song, man. And it was like, all of a sudden my phone's blowing up.
Yeah.
It's like, man, it's like Bones. I was like, oh, man. I said, I know why he's calling me.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So this is back in the day where, after 7 o'clock, you get free minutes. So I was like, I'm not answering until 7 o'clock. So after that, I told my wife, I said, I'm going to step out for a second so I can have this conversation with Bones. And so we had a conversation. And so he was heated.
I bet,
and he said a lot of stuff, and I just listened to him. But he knows me, so he was just like, and I know you, but he said, but it's all love. I was just like, yeah, because I'm just smiling like, man, it's not bothering me, but I have all the respect for him. So one night I'm walking into my job now. We're getting ready to go on tour. And so I asked him this question. And a lot of people might not know this. This is real talk. He called me. He said, how you doing, man? I said, I'm doing well, man. What's going on, man? He said, I'm just hollering at you. And so he said, yeah, man, things could be really bad. I said, they could be really bad. You're telling me that. And I said, I believe that. I said, look what happened to, with Pantera and stuff like that. Things can happen to people. So I was just like, I'm not worried about that though, but it's all love. So I told him this right here. I said, right now in this very moment, tell me what you want me to do. If you tell me don't do it, I'll quit right now. That's what I told him, just out of love for him. I said, right now in this very moment, if you tell me don't do it, I won't do it.
Wow.
And he said, I could never ask you to do that. He said, you have my blessing. It's all love. Handle your business. He said, I brought you to this. I said, you did. And so that was it, man. After that, man, it was just all love, man. We never had any beef with each other, ever, not one time. You know, he was upset about some other things, and I was like, that's you guys. That don't have nothing to do with me, really, man. It was just a beautiful opportunity. I talked to my wife. I talked to a whole lot of people before I accepted it. Yeah, I had to talk to people because I was like, this is difficult. I was just like, man, I love Bones. But I was asked to do some other stuff. I was like, I could never do that. I said, I would never do that again. Not ever, never, never, never.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that story, man.
That's all love, man. It's all love. Bones is my guy, man.
I love Bones.
I really pray that we can get together and do something together. I've been wanting to do it for a while. And just whenever he's in the right mind space, I've talked to Robbie. Actually, I had Robbie on my show.
Oh, yes.
In a few weeks coming on. You know, Robbie's a super dope guy. And hey, man, it's just beautiful.
My goal, I was telling you earlier to have you, Robbie, and Bones here.
Man,
I'll sit here.
Listen, get it right, man. We'll come down here and have a ball, man, you know. Not tear up anything, you know. We might.
Dude, I love your podcast, though, and I got to be on it, too.
Yeah. Whenever you get a chance, I know you. And once again, I know how busy you are.
But no, I love your podcast, so
thank you.
How many episodes you got now? How long have you been doing it for?
So my son and I we were on season 2 of the Going In podcast.
Yeah,
and then, man, I've got like 6 shows in the hole already ready to come out. And
really? That's good.
Yeah, I've already got those shows and people are just waiting. So I had to, once I got with CMS, Classic Metal Show and Heavy Metal Television.
Yes, Chris Aiken.
Yeah, Chris Aiken.
Boom.
Joshua Toomey brought me to Chris. And Chris is a big fan of mine. And I remember meeting Chris in Cleveland.
Oh, you met him.
I was like, Chris, did I meet you in Cleveland? He was like, yeah, that was me. And so I was like, man, wow. So I don't know, 6, 7, 8 shows in already, probably. Something like that. I'm having a great time, man.
I love it that you know Chris Aiken, man. He's
Chris is so cool. Chris.
Classic Metal Show, Chris Aiken.
Chris, thank you, bro.
Thank you, Chris, too.
Chris, thank you, man. I listen, just like I said, I interviewed Joshua Toomey.
Joshua Toomey, he's the reason I started the show,
Really?
man. Really, yeah.
Because
I was inspired by him.
Yeah, because Josh was like, hey, man, you need to get in touch with Chris. Interview Chris, because I heard Chris on Frank's show. So I listened to that whole podcast, and I was like, yeah. And so Josh was like, get in touch with Chris. He said, in fact, I'll put Chris in touch with you. So Chris got in touch with me. I said, Chris, I'd love to have you on the show, man. I'd be honored, man. And then he got on the show, and then we just talked afterwards, and he's like, why don't you come on this, my platform? I was like, I'm there, bro.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I gotta give Chris a shout out, the Classic Metal Show.
Classic Metal Show, baby.
Yes, Joshua Toomey has Talk To Me.
Talk to me on Knotfest. Knotfest TV. Yeah.
Dude, and Joshua's in Primer 55.
Man. We talk about that. In fact, Josh, Saturday, 8 p.m., Josh is the interview today.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Josh is my guy, man.
So when Primer 55 reunites.
Hey, man.
They need a guy, right? See?
It's all up, but you just like I was telling you, I've got my Plastic Catastrophe with Lord Nelson.
Yes, okay.
And,
how do people find that?
It's out there. We're on M&O Music.
M&O Music.
M&O Music is a French label that we're with. You can find it out there. It's definitely out there. We're working on a new album.
You guys on Spotify and YouTube and all this?
We're out there, man.
Nice.
We're out there everywhere. And it's called The Fire Starters. That was a beautiful work also. He hit me with a song. The first song we did was Action. He hit me with that. He sent it to me. He just, hey, Lord, I want to send you something. And so he said the first thing he sent me, he said I never responded, which was kind of odd to me, but I might have been busy. I don't know. I told him, I said, his name is Matt Acevedo. Great. He's like rich. He's unbelievable. I was like, Matt, my fault, man. So his wife told him, like, hit him again. So he hit me again. And that was the first single that we did was Action. And after that, once again.
What kind of style is this going?
It's
like heavy, or is it?
He's more like a groove metal guy.
Oh,
and
I love that.
Yeah, but we've done like this next album coming out, man, is, it's just,
I want to hear
it's even better, man. It's beautiful, man.
You need to release it on vinyl, like have some stuff to sign.
This time we're gonna do more stuff,
cassette
man.
Tapes going. Everybody's doing cassettes.
Yeah, we're gonna do some more stuff this time.
We're
taking our time and making sure this is right.
That's great.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And now I got you like in Liquid Death.
Liquid Death,
drinking
man.
the mango, the regular. I got the sparkling up next. Man, you'll be hitting up that
It's
bathroom.
good, man. And hold on, my wife, Liquid Metal.
Oh, she already left you, man.
Did she leave me?
She's out.
She bounced. I mean,
Yeah. You got your kids out there.
Yeah, listen.
Which one's your favorite, by the way? You got a favorite? Your son, daughter, other daughter? You want to just say it right now?
Listen, I'll be honest.
He stood up.
I love all of them equally.
Oh, do you?
But the thing is that my son and my oldest daughter, they act more like their mom. So y'all having a conversation earlier about his twin sister. She thinks more like me. We think more logically. We like to see both sides of the coin. They're just like, this is the only way it is gonna be. But it's all love, though. It's all love, man. You gotta listen. To know peace, you gotta know the other side.
I love it.
I'm about peace and love.
How when people are looking for your podcast, how do they find it? When they do that search engine, what
all
are they
gotta
gonna
do is go out to the CMS. Man, I can't remember. Just go out to the Classic Metal, Show.
There,
Classic Metal Show. It's there.
Yes.
All the podcasts that are on Classic Metal Show are right there.
Yeah, I love it.
Right
man.
there. They can go out there and listen to nothing but beautiful stuff.
Dude, I thank you so much for being
No,
here
man,
today.
don't let it in.
Don't let it in.
I know you got other things to do, man. I'm just a small fry, big guy. Anyway,
dude,
man,
you are a big guy. I was like, dang,
yeah.
you almost had to lean down to get down the stairs,
it's all love, man.
If I need security, I want
we got you.
Nelson.
Well, when I'm all in black like this, everybody always like, I remember a young lady up in at Gills in Virginia Beach. She's just like, hey, are you one of the bouncers? I said, yes, I am. Watch yourself. And then next thing you know, I was on stage. She was just like, you lied to me. But it's all love, man. It's all beautiful, man.
Man, I wore this blazer too. I feel legit interviewing
you. You are legitimately. You got your executive on. I love it.
Yeah, I like it too, man. Thank you, boss, for being here, man.
Thank you, man. Man, this is awesome, man.
Yes, we're gonna be friends forever.
Hey, we're family forever, man.
Yes.
It is friends. We're family, man. Everybody, man. All you guys, man, and young ladies. Everybody's great, man. Thank you. I'm honored.